So at a news conference yesterday, the president said U.S. military objectives against Iran are, quote, pretty well complete, and suggested the war could end very soon. But in that same breath, he also said the United States hasn't won enough and warned that more strikes could happen. Let's listen to some of that press conference.
We could call it a tremendous success right now as we leave here. I could call it, or we could go further, and we're going to go further. The big risk on that war has been over for 3 days. We wiped them out in the first 2 days. So the rest is going to be determination as to my attitude, along with the people in the Trump administration, what we want to do.
It's amazing how predictable he is. I mean, there's been people that have been saying for the past 3-4 days that he was going to declare victory and have to pull out because there's really no other way to escalate. There's no other way other than escalation. That's just going to be very, very bad.
You know, meanwhile, on the ground, the fighting is still continuing. U.S. and Israeli forces, they carried out new attacks inside Iran. Video from the capital, it shows massive fires, everything basically on fire, the roads on fire, streets, trees, everything. And so the war, it is now creating a major disruption in global oil supply. So much of that concern, it centers around the Strait of Hormuz. It's that narrow shipping lane where about 20% of the world's oil, it passes through every day. And right now, shipping traffic through that route, it has dropped shortly, and by some estimates, as much as 95% since the war began. And so that disruption is pushing gas prices here in the United States much higher. I know we talked about it being 30 cents earlier in the week. It is now up roughly 50 cents more.
Wow.
Since the war began. And the U.S. Navy says it may begin escorting oil tankers through that strait to protect them, but there's still no timeline yet of when that could happen. Now, meanwhile, the president at that same press conference, he was asked about possible Iranian sleeper cells inside the United States. Let's listen to what he had to say about that.
They've been trying for a long time. We've been very much on top of it. One of the things we have to do is get the Democrats to stop the Democrat shutdown, because, as you know, the apparatus that looks into that, Schumer and the Democrats have shut it down, which tells you they probably hate our country a lot. But we've got very, very good intelligence into that. We know a lot of different things that have happened that have been very bad. A lot of them came in during the Biden open border period. We're watching every single one of them. Yeah, we know a lot about them, but the shutdown doesn't allow us to do what we have to do.
Yeah, he's referring to that partial government shutdown for the Department of Homeland Security. And while the fighting is happening thousands of miles away, of course, that impact is being felt here in the United States, both in security concerns, as we just heard, and what drivers are paying for in gas.
Quiet on the set. Hey, y'all, what's up? It's Loren, and I got to tell y'all something. If y'all want to go and watch the rest of the Breakfast Club episode, you got to head on over to Netflix. And when you get there, make sure you turn on the notifications, those reminders, so every single time we post the episode, you'll know first. That's an exclusive right there. Boom, just gave it to you.